is a lingering fear that you are their tainted selves returning from exile among the stars.
Is it a physical or societal similarity? I want to ask something about the different part of history.
Cautionary, Master, if you mean to suggest that humanity is ancestrally linked to ancient Tatooine, you will strain his belief system to its pitiful meatbag maximum.
Just pose the question.
Translation. Cautionary, as expected, he is claiming you have...
Yeah, okay. I get the idea. So let's try this again. I can't remember what we get for going to all this trouble, but...
Translate.
I'm committed now, so, or I will be after listening to all of this crap.
Cautionary. Impatience. Master, I refuse to inconvenience you with this. He's... Really, Master, I'm sure it's important to him, but it has nothing of... Agreement. Of course, Master. Just no more of their inane wandering. Clarification. The occupying force suffered some sort of species-wide plague that lowered their numbers over time. His people used this extended weakness to sabotage their larger ships. The response of the builders appears to have been to lay waste to the entire surface of Tatooine. Hypothesis. If his people were moving away from technology for a long time under the builders, they may have had extensive cave systems that could grant shelter. I would also suggest that, given the evidence of the massive shift in the nature of their society, most of them did not survive. Cautionary. Remember my warning, Master. Clarification. I believe they were occupied by this technologically superior species for a substantial period. Stripping an entire planet of usable resources would have taken generations.
Not with the right equipment. I mean, we've managed to do that in close to one generation. I want to ask you something about a different part of history.
Clarification. It would appear that they once had a thriving, technologically advanced... Negative. I am no library, but since there is no Republic record of this planet having sentient life before Zerka colonization, I doubt you will find such evidence. Translation. Translation. He only understands the builders as an iconic force meant to test the resolve of his people. He is not making sense, Master. Clarification. They claim their stories are repeated unchanged, but they have demonized these builders. In their minds, they wreaked such havoc they could not possibly be flesh and blood. Doubting. I don't believe he can, Master. Even if their stories are exact and unchanged, it is likely they were first told thousands of years after these events occurred. This has become very much like a creation myth for his people. There is no date. It simply was. Cautionary.
I think we've pretty much done it.
Obedient. Translation. 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 Editing. The last 1,000 years are full of conflicts with different groups of attempted planetary settlers, all of whom are poorly described, long dead, and likely untraceable. I believe I have truncated it down to the usable bits in what was...
So, I don't
Cautionary.
know. I think we pretty much... Ancient times, time of enslavement.
Clarification.
How many of his people were taken off the world?
Translation. He has no number. Doubtful. Master, this is clearly his...
suggest that he rethink it.
Obvious.
Okay.
Obedient.
I guess we'll
Translation.
return later.
Trans
So, that didn't really accomplish anything, did it? I don't know if I kept fighting at that. I vaguely remember achieving something. But, screw it. And I don't know why Force Run is still active. So, that's why I warned you that section would be boring, because that section would be boring. Alright, well, let's return to the ship.
Mission? Is it really you? I heard Taurus was destroyed. I thought you were dead. Oh, joy of joys, my little sister is alive.
I have to ask you something, Griff. It's important.
Oh, well,
I'll skip over
there's
this
the
because
truth,
we
and
did
then
this
there's
in the
truth,
prison,
you
of
know?
course.
I always meant...
You mean it's...
Come on.
That's it?
That and...
You're hitting me up for credits. I don't believe this. Lena was right about you, Griff. We should have just left you to the Sand People. Don't talk to me anymore. Ever.
That didn't go well. Sis was always a little too fiery for her own good. She'll cool down in time.
So, don't be so sure. Now what, Griff?
You may have saved my life, but I don't have a single credit to my name. Say, you wouldn't be able to spare me some credits, just till I get back on my feet, you know?
Oh, boy. So, what do we say? Are we going to be nice? Sure, here's 100 credits.
That's it, huh? Krita, the manager over at the Zerka supply shop, said I could come work for him if I ever get tired of the mines. Yeah. You know, maybe there's something else you can help me with. I need to talk to a guy first and set up the details, but if you're interested in a job, come see me in Greta's shop. Goodbye, Mission. I'm glad you're not dead.
So, she just popped out of nowhere to finish that conversation. I think, of course, that was a wasted 100 credits, but what the heck. Let's change the party. We can get rid of him now. Put her back.
Yeah?
Level her up. Sure. Looks good. She's actually doing pretty good for skills and stuff. Gearhead, no. Well, actually, Gearhead isn't bad for her, is it? Prerequisite, character master, single one-handed. Let's take out Gearhead. And we'll give her that. And how you doing for inventory? Oral amplifier, we could probably rid ourselves of that. The rest of this stuff. Actually, if she takes my fiber armor now, since I'm not using it. And what was this? Mind affecting. This belt monitors the brain, blocking mind affecting. That's pretty slick. But this is fortitude plus 2. Fortitude plus 3.
Yes?
And I still have speed on, which very strange indeed. But I won't complain for now. I imagine if I quit and reload. Let's chat
Hey
with
there.
her.
What can I do for you?
I want to talk to you about your brother.
Look, I'm happy Griff's alive, but I'm mad at him right now. And I don't know what kind of job he's got for you, but I don't trust him. It's probably just another scam. So, is there anything else you need?
Nothing, never
Okay.
mind. So, no doubt it is another scam, but let's... Where was this store? Let's check our... Oh, hello. Excuse me, I know it's been a very long time, dear, but aren't you Bastila? Helena's little girl? Yes, it is you. I can see it in the eyes. My, how you've grown.
I'm Bastila, yes. I take it that you know my mother?
Oh, yes, I worked for your father on an expedition years ago. Your mother showed me hollows of you before you, well, before you left. Such a pretty little girl you were.
Is there something I can do for you, miss? As you can see, we're in quite a hurry.
Don't be rude, Bastila. Oh, I didn't mean to take up your time. I just wanted to ask you if your mother's condition has improved any since I saw her.
My mother's condition?
Oh, you don't know, oh dear. I just thought, I assumed that she had found you. When I talked to her last, she was desperate to find you.
I've not seen my mother since I joined the Order. Do you know what's happened? Did she say anything about my father?
I'm sorry, dear, but your mother is very ill. She told me. She didn't say anything about your father, however. I didn't see him.
I see. Where did you meet her? Do you remember?
She's on Tatooine, dear, in the cantina. You really should go see her, considering her condition. I guess we should go see your mother, Bastila.
Part of me would rather not see her at all. But if she is really sick, well, we shall see.
Ah, excellent. Something to do, aside from help out Griff. That human woman. I'm outraged at her arrogance. Do you of the species yourself and whatever? I'm sorry, what are you talking about? You should be sorry for sharing a species with that creature. I swear, Elena must be your word for pit rancor. Elena? Bastila, isn't that your mother's name?
My mother was supposed to be here somewhere. Ask if they've seen her.
Seen her, human? You couldn't miss her if you tried. She strolled into the cantina like she owned the place. Is she still there? Probably. I don't think anyone else could top her attitude, so she won't be leaving.
We should try to find her. I doubt she...
You're actually looking for her? You humans? You're all out of your minds. Yeah, okay, whatever. We were heading there anyway. Is this the cantina? No, the cantina is... Is this the cantina? No, this is the hunting lodge. Cantina is actually quite far down around the corner, as I recall. Oops. Forgive me for the intrusion, human. My name is Seni Vec. I believe you dropped this data pad. I wish to return it to you. I didn't drop anything. I'm certain you did, human. Please, take the data pad. It's yours, I'm sure. Thanks. My pleasure, human. You should examine it to make sure it's not broken. Goodbye, human. Well, that was subtle. Datapad, no new items. Yeah, I'm really going to come into the new items section more often. If you leave and come back after you've done it, then only stuff, from recently, not the entire game. Datapad. This datapad contains a single short cryptic message. The Genoharadan say to see Hulus on Manan. Come alone or not at all. Okay. So, whenever we're on Manan, we should reread this and see if we can figure out what the heck it means. Was this the... No, that's swoop. Oh, the other thing we can do is talk to the Jawas. There at last, that's the cantina. But let me run around the corner and deal with the Jawas.
Hey, Bastila. You ever use the Force just for fun? You know, a little jolt to the Force to trip up some jerk who's ticking you off?
I would never use the Force for such petty and trivial revenge. The mere thought of it's preposterous.
Oh, come on. There's gotta be times when you thought about it. Don't be so stuck up. You can tell me.
I am not stuck up. I merely have the years of training to give me the wisdom and understanding to see how childish such an act would be.
Childish? Is that a crack about my age? You ain't much older than me, Miss High and Mighty. Just 'cause you're some Jedi doesn't mean you can be a prissy little... What the... Hey, that wasn't funny.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mission. Come now, we have to get going. Please, do try to be less clumsy in the future.
Ah, boy, there's more depth to these two girls than meets the eye. You of your kind disease of Jarrow would like to thank you for what was done. Mine have returned because of you. It is as was agreed, as is hoped it would be, blah blah blah. He's going to give me something. That will be fine, good luck. You're a good friend of the Jawas. We will remember you when you are gone. If you need anything more of anything... So I received an item. Show new items. I don't think it's that. I don't think he gave us a double-bladed lightsaber. Although he may have. No idea what we got. Well, maybe we'll spot it as we rummage through our goods later on. If we read his speech, he may even mention what he gave us. Let's see. At some point, this speed boost is going to end, I would assume. But not yet. Helena!
Beth? I'm sorry, do I know you?
I'm here, Mother. But don't you recognize me?
What do you expect when I haven't so much as had a picture of you since you left? Do you know how long I've been trying to find you?
You knew as well as I communication would be impossible once I joined the Order. Now what is this about? Where is Father?
Then you haven't heard. I should have known.
Has something happened to him? Are you going to tell me or not?
Your father is dead, Bastila. That is part of the reason why I was looking for you.
Dead? What happened? What did you do to him?
Isn't this a lovely reunion? Already she's flinging insults at me. Tell me, you're one of her friends. Do you treat your mother this way?
My mother is long dead, if you must know.
Is that so? Well, I'll be joining her soon enough, I suppose.
I was told you were sick. Are you actually dying, or is this merely melodrama for my benefit?
Such sweet things, you say. Perhaps I should tell you everything first before we start arguing again.
You could start by telling me what you got Father into that killed him.
I hadn't realized Jedi was so spiteful. You want me to tell you I brought your father here for an expedition, do you? You want to blame me for his death? You never accepted that your father loved going on his treasure hunts, leaving you alone with me. I was always to blame for everything. What else is new? So yes, fine. I brought your father here to look for great dragon pearls. He took an expedition into the Tatooine desert, and he died.
How can you be sure of that? Father is an experienced...
Do you think I would look for you if I wasn't sure? They were attacked by a great dragon, and one of the guides fled the battle. He saw your father killed.
I see. So what do you want from me? Credits?
Oh, don't be insulting. I want you to use those senses of yours. I want you to find him. I want you to bring back his holocron.
Why? So you can sell it?
Is it too much to ask that I have something to remember your father by? Of course it is, isn't it? You couldn't be bothered.
We're very busy on a mission from the Jedi Council. I doubt I'll have the time. Ask my companions if you doubt me.
Why don't you get the holocron yourself, Miss Helena? Don't you want to find your father's remains, Bastila? What about your mother's sickness?
What remains would there be? Great dragons are huge predators, easily able to devour a human, and the desert is a harsh environment. Finding my father's remains would be an even more impossible task than finding his holocron, an ignoble end to a fine man.
As my daughter is quick to point out, I haven't the coin to hire another expedition, nor am I the adventurer my husband was.
It doesn't seem to have anything to do with what she's asking. Are you actually sick, Mother?
What difference does it make to you? None, I'm sure. Just find your father's holocron, and you won't have to worry about me again either way.
That's the kind of response I would expect. Very well. We'll look for the holocron if we have time. I can't promise any more than that.
I believe your father was headed north towards the Sand People Enclave. I would check along that route, dear. Do please hurry.
Okay, so it's obvious where that's going to be. And I imagine if we had somehow triggered this discussion prior to fighting the Great Dragon, it would have been there waiting for us. But that's fine. Won't take us long to run down there again. Especially not if my speed never runs out.
Oh, good hunting.
Now, we actually came in this way. I wonder if we can save time by not walking around the Sand People Enclave. I wonder if we can just go straight through here. I'm certainly going to try. Now I remember, I'm thinking this long moment of silence, but I could have... nah, skip it. I could have turned off fraps for a minute. Ah, there, finally. My speed has... they've gone and started a fight. Actually, a considerable one. Alright.